Inside Tennis with the Cause is brought to you by Birkins Automotive. Find it at Birkins, and by Lakewood Ranch, named the 4th best-selling community in America. And by Nature's Right, natural products that work.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Birkins.com, your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Log on to Birkins.com today and shop over 1,000 available new vehicles. Nissans, Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, Rams, and Mitsubishis. Plus, shop over 500 quality pre-owned vehicles. At Birkins.com, you can apply for financing, check out our latest specials. You can even schedule a service appointment, all from the comfort of your home. Why would you shop anywhere else? Birkins.com. Log on now.
We believe in families, in barbecues on Sunday afternoons, in PTA meetings and staying up late helping with homework. We believe in lifelong friends, in knowing your neighbors, in passing down traditions through generations, in having a place you want to call home. In Lakewood Ranch, we believe in community, where we love to live and laugh. This is our town. This is our common ground.
You know how important it is to warm up and stretch out your muscles before you begin running, jumping, and swinging a racket. Well, Muscle Honey is a blend of herbs designed to increase the blood flow, lymphatic flow, and flexibility of muscles so that you smoothly transition into activity. What's more, it contains pain-relieving herbs to help you push through boundaries and herbs to keep you from cramping up during periods of high output. It's not greasy or smelly, and if you rub it on all over, your muscles will be supple and pain-free for hours. Now that's a competitive edge.
Hi, tennis fans. Terrific as always to be with you. Hope that your 2018 tennis year is off to a splendid start. The Suncoast is ready with a number of great tennis events, and you can count on it. We will bring them to you. It was wonderful to cover the recent USTA National Junior Winter Championships at the USTA National Campus in Lake Nona. Had a splendid time at the New Jersey High School Tennis Coaches Clinic, of course, at Princeton University. Thrilled to have avid tennis fan Hoda Kotb joining Savannah Guthrie as co-host of NBC's Today Show. Congratulations to Bradenton's Emily Dio-Lavera, winning the USTA Florida Bobby Curtis State Championships in the girls' 14 singles. And Jonah Braswell, the finalist in the boys' 14 singles. Thrilled to see the 2017 Wimbledon semifinalist Sam Querrey, 16-time slam doubles winners Bob and Mike Bryan, and former #1 U.S. player Marty Fish will head up the Madison's Match Tennis Experience in Naples, March 18th and 19th. We are really looking forward to that event and being part of it. And get this, for a title of a tennis event, Sets in the City, that is SETS in the City. Our good friends at Lakewood Ranch, Chris Marquez and Paul Lennerman, along with Liz Jones, will be running the event benefiting the Humane Society of Sarasota. Join us for a splendid evening. His longtime tennis friend, Nate Griffin, director of tennis at Riverstrand Country Club, finished with an impressive 3 hours and 53 minutes time at the Walt Disney Marathon Weekend 2018. That's a 26.2-mile run, averaging under 9 minutes a mile. That's my boy. Way to go, Nate. So what's on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you. We will take you to the PGA National Resort and Spa for the Little Mo. You will also catch up with the Suncoast Junior players at the Laurel Oak Country Club Holiday Tournament. You will meet Palm Air Country Club's new tennis staff. We will remember one of the most influential individuals to our game, Mr. Gene Scott. You will spend an entertaining New York Minute with Hoda Kotb, getting ready to interview the McEnroe brothers. You will find out what competitive tennis means to some senior players. We will educate you with our Lakewood Ranch Pro Tennis Tip. You will partake in the excitement of our Lakewood Ranch Tennis Package giveaway drawing, and you will be kept current with our Play Sarasota Magazine tennis calendar. So let's get it launched with the Little Mo Internationals at the PGA National Resort and Spa. Cindy, what a week we're having here at PGA National with the Little Mo Internationals, and what a start we had on kickoff day with Chris Everett.
Yes, well, Chrissy played when I was playing. She was just a few years older than I, so she was everybody's role model. And she spoke from the heart about what the characteristics tennis had taught her. She talked about mental toughness. She talked about playing your strength in the game. She talked about don't let losses be your enemy, but be your friend. She just spoke to the hearts of these young players who are future champions. And she really, what she said really seemed to take root in all the ages, from our 8-year-olds to our 12-year-olds.
Maureen Connolly was the first to win the slam. How much impact, influence, motivation was she for you, a kid growing up?
She was a great motivation for me because, again, she came to my dad's club, Fort Lauderdale, his public park, when I was 11 years old, and I got to hit with her. And my game was always patterned after her anyway. Really solid ground strokes,
solid flat,
and good placement, and really, good temperament. So she became my idol because I honestly wanted to play like her and I wanted to be like her. So she was a big influence.
We're here at the PGA National, hosting the Little Mo International. What do you like about this tournament? What do you like about their foundation, the Maureen Connolly Brinker Foundation, Chris?
I just love the fact there's 52 countries playing here and being represented, and it's not only about the competition. It's not only who's going to win the trophies. It's about the kids meeting each other and getting together and socializing and forming new friendships. And the social aspect, I think, means a lot. And I think that's what these kids are going to remember 30, 40 years from now.
How much fun was it for you to get these kids rocking and rolling out on the court right before they had the parade of countries?
Well, obviously, it's such a great thing to have kids come and the camaraderie between the countries and everything. It's a great thing. So I think we had a ratio of 1 coach per 100 kids. It was mayhem. It was mayhem.
But it was good mayhem. Emma, what do you like about the Little Mo?
That was the big tournament, and we can meet new peoples from other countries.
Meeting new people and making new memories.
I get to experience new people. So I like to meet new people, and I also like to get the glory of winning.
It's just very organized.
I like that it's international, that you meet people from a lot of other countries.
I like every person here. They like different languages, and they are so good here.
I like playing here, and I like the ceremony, and I like that Chris Everett was there too.
I think it's very exciting. I just love this tournament, the big trophies and the nice facilities.
It's something that no words can explain. It's just that I tried really hard last year and I gave it my all, and I got this, and I did the same this year.
So we are thrilled that Akasha is an up-and-coming player, and just wanted to honor the player who wins the Grand Slam like Maureen did, but we call it the Little Mo Slam.
You know how important it is to warm up and stretch out your muscles before you begin running, jumping, and swinging a racket. Well, Muscle Honey is a blend of herbs designed to increase the blood flow, lymphatic flow, and flexibility of muscles so that you smoothly transition into activity. What's more, it contains pain-relieving herbs to help you push through boundaries and herbs to keep you from cramping up during periods of high output. It's not greasy or smelly, and if you rub it on all over, your muscles will be supple and pain-free for hours. Now that's a competitive edge.
Birkins.com, your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Log on to Birkins.com today and shop over 1,000 available new vehicles. Nissans, Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, Rams, and Mitsubishis. Plus, shop over 500 quality pre-owned vehicles. At Birkins.com, you can apply for financing, check out our latest specials. You can even schedule a service appointment, all from the comfort of your home. Why would you shop anywhere else? Birkins.com. Log on now.
We believe in families, in barbecues on Sunday afternoons, in PTA meetings and staying up late helping with homework. We believe in lifelong friends, in knowing your neighbors, in passing down traditions through generations, in having a place you want to call home. In Lakewood Ranch, we believe in community, where we love to live and laugh. This is our town. This is our common ground.
Hi, I'm Coco, and you're inside tennis with the Cause.
Tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Love of the game goes well into the senior years. Let's hear what competitive senior tennis means to the seasoned players at the Longboat Key Tennis Center National Super Senior Clay Court Championships. Tom, how much fun is it personally for you being the tournament director of a fun tournament for these seniors?
Well, I enjoy it a lot. I've got a lot of compliments. We have 320 players here this year, which is a new high, and they seem to be enjoying it. And the weather is perfect, so I can't complain about that.
How competitive are these guys? I spoke to a couple of guys that are 92.
So it's interesting how tennis is really
holding its own.
Thank you. You helped me there. But yes, well, it keeping people healthy. And now you ask about the competitiveness. They're nationally ranked players, so they're blood and guts. I mean, they're in it.
Lee Weiner, you finally got here. Senior tennis. You did turn 55 sometime.
Dave, a long time ago, 55.
What's senior tennis mean to you?
Senior tennis, tennis means everything to me. I love tennis, and I go back to what you said many, many years ago when I first met you. Tennis is everything. Tennis is a lifestyle. It's a way of living. Tennis is just happiness. And as one ages and continues to play, one is grateful that one can still do it. And I am, now that I've turned 70.
There's just so much going on. I was at Eddie here the last 2 mornings watching the up-and-comers, and it's just great. I mean, Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice is just an awesome area for tennis, for sure.
Well, I think that it's a really cool thing to see the senior players, the older guys that are still training, still with it, a lot of them still trying to get better. They're still working at it. I even take lessons sometimes, myself once in a while, just to work on parts of my own game, still going at it, and I think that's inspirational, to other people that they haven't just quit, on the game. It's a great game.
I have a friend that used to run a hospital, and he was a general surgeon, and he said tennis is everything that you need to do as you get older. It's balance, it's coordination, it's mental acuity, and I just go by what he says, and I kind of agree with him. And I probably work harder on the tennis court than I would in the gym or any place else.
Tennis is my sport now. I've never played it before 25 years ago, but it's the only sport I do now. Try to play every day, try to play tournaments. Love to come to Florida. The weather's great down here. I travel all over the country, play the nationals, category 1s, 2s, the districts. Just love the game.
Just relaxation and competitiveness and health-wise, and just most fun in the world.
Except for, playing, the good guys, traveling, and meeting a lot of people, and doing pretty well and not so well sometimes, but it's a fun game, sport of a lifetime.
It's just a nice way of meeting people and enjoying tennis and just going around the world, just to wonderful spots that we would never go to if it wasn't for tennis. And I think now, as we mature, our friends are mostly tennis players.
It's really incredible. I absolutely love it down here. The caliber of play is so strong. And as my opponent said to me when we were talking yesterday in the first round, 2 days ago rather, he said, "Do you see anybody down here who's not in shape?" And I said, you know what? No. And this tournament, as some people know, goes up to 80 and up. So 80 and up, think about it. I mean, there's not too many 80-year-olds walking that well back home in Toronto, where I am. And here they're playing tennis singles.
Following the retirement of Greg and Susan Hayes, running the Palm Air Country Club tennis program for 20 years, a new staff is aboard and eager to continue the docket. Let's meet Kurt Reimer and Lori Luciani. Kurt Reimer, you had a ball the last 6 years over at the Meadows, assisting Don Caprio. Now you're the head professional here at Palm Air Country Club. Some new challenges, many new opportunities. What are you excited about here?
Well, thanks, Dave. Yes, I'm very excited to be here at Palm Air. It's a beautiful country club. The clubhouse is incredible. The members love the club here, the dining, everything, and especially tennis. We have a lot of members here that enjoy their morning tennis, not so much evening play, so that's one of the things that I'd like to try to stimulate. Add programming, add social events, add some league opportunities, get the members that are playing on leagues more excited about that, and of course give them some opportunities to improve their game and have more fun on the courts.
Well, I understand there's a rather major buzz around this place with the excitement to have you here. Great to see you. Break a leg, boy.
Thanks, Dave.
Well, Lori, the services keep expanding out here at Palm Air for you. Now you are the athletic facility manager. Some more obligations, some more challenges, some more opportunities. What are you excited about the most?
What I'm excited about the most is the fact that now I can do more for the members and make this a better facility for them to come and play and swim and work out. So that's the goal, is to make them happier.
You and I have spent many hours together talking about grooming the courts. There's a science behind it, and you're a scientist of these clay courts. What do you enjoy most about being creative, being an artist out here on the courts?
Well, the best part is when you get it just right, and it feels like silk. And then when the players come out, they just kind of go, wow, this is nice. And the bounces go just right for them. So that's what I like. Davis Cup player and tennis industry leader Gene Scott set a benchmark that few can surpass. The shocking news of the passing of Eugene L. Scott was beyond description. Gene Scott was and will always remain an industry tennis giant. Few will be able to accomplish what Gene did as a player, promoter, journalist, leader, and good friend of the game. With his polished demeanor and erudite vernacular, Gene sometimes can be daunting. However, after spending a brief period of time, you realize this man was a humble and a very modest guy. Gene Scott could take someone small and make him feel big. And that's what he did for me. Being invited by Gene Scott to be part of the 7-member crew going to Moscow to cover the 2003 Fed Cup was a memory I will cherish forever.
It's sad in every respect. It's sad for the game of tennis, primarily, because people like Gene don't come along very often. He was a person who managed to be right on the button so often, often with the contrary opinion. He'd swim against the tide, but with sureness of stroke that nobody could ignore, because he had a brilliant mind. He knew the game inside out. Of course, he played it to the highest level. He was a semi-finalist at Forest Hills. He played racket sports to a level that very few people have played them across the board, because he was a court tennis champion in America. He could play squash, he could play anything. He played soccer at Yale. I think he had 4 letters for 4 consecutive years, probably a record that's never going to be broken. So he was a supreme athlete.
He continued playing excellently. He was the world champion in the over 65s, and it was a shock. It really was a shot as well as a shock. A shot to the game of tennis that we could lose this guy, because at 68 he seemed much younger, He was very fit. He had had double hip replacement. That didn't hold him back. He continued to play very well, but he really had the game at heart, and it was nice to see him too in a rather late marriage with two very young children. So it wasn't, I've been talking as though this were a great loss to the game, which it was, but of course a greater loss to his family and to his friends.
Gene was a player, he's a lawyer, he was a player agent, Vitas Gerulaitis, he's a tournament director, he's a publisher, he's a writer. So my tendency is to see an issue, well, how does this affect the players? How does it affect the fans? But Gene is more comprehensive in that he can see, how does it affect the sponsor? How does it affect TV? How does it affect the governing body? So I think his strength is trying to see an issue or a story from all angles.
He never, ever had a problem having a differing opinion than the majority of people out there, and he would back it. He was, dogged about backing his opinion, and I didn't always agree. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, but you have to admire somebody who had the courage to stand up for what he thought was right and his convictions.
He's done so much in tennis for the USTA to be a good critic of the USTA and of the tours and try to bring things together. In his last column, he was talking about straightening out the schedule, how it's all messed up, and the Davis Cup dates being held right after major events like the Grand Slams and the NASDAQ, and why can't they work out those dates? Always being an advocate for tennis. That's really going to be missed, and he really can't be replaced.
He's the guy who brought Russia into the big league of tennis. When he founded the Kremlin Club in Moscow in 1990, he ran that. The Russians had no idea of how to do that. When it became very successful, they kicked him out, of course, and kept it for themselves.
I had a typical American attitude about Russia and Russian tennis when I was a player, an alleged player. For example, I was asked to come here and play when I was on the tour, and I said, nope, that's the evil empire, I can't do that. And then about 20 years later, after I'd stopped playing, I was asked to be the referee of the Goodwill Games in tennis. And I said, absolutely not. I mean, this is still the evil empire, just as evil as it ever was in the middle of the 1980s. And finally someone came and said, well, you run the biggest indoor tennis tournament in the world at Madison Square Garden. Would you consider being the tournament director of the first Kremlin Cup? And I said, absolutely not. It's borderline evil empire, can't do that. And the founder of the event, Sassoon Kakshuri, he said, please come, I think I can change your mind. So I came in 1990 in a very cold January for like 2 days. I stayed for 2 weeks and fell in love with not only Russia, but the Russians.
Glad to see this devoted tennis fan co-hosting NBC's Today's Show. Let's catch a New York Minute with Hoda. Hoda, you are the two coolest guys in New York. I mean, they are the studs. They're on the subway, they're on the buses, they're every place. What's that like for you to relate to these two tennis heroes?
Well, they're incredible. I mean, for as long as I've watched tennis, they've been on the screen. Like, those are the two guys who have been on the screen consistently. And there's something weird about being in their presence, isn't there? Like saying hello, touching their shoulder, and realizing that
sacrosanct almost.
It really is. It's something. And look, see, they want pictures. They are the real deal. They are quintessential, like, amazing people.
Keep on giving.
You got it, baby.
And now for our Lakewood Ranch Pro Tennis Tip.
This is Kelvin Coal from the Lakewood Ranch Tennis Center again, where I'm one of the tennis pros. We're going to talk about the serve. You always hear trophy position on the serve. Yet as I walk around at the Tri-Cities or the Ladies USTA matches, I always see the same problem. We come in here and we constantly pulling down here, left hand comes up and then it comes down. I'm going to tell you a little something that I use when I have that problem. We'd all like to have an ace, wouldn't we? So watch this. A, arm, C, chin, E, eyes. Arm up, chin up, eyes up for a better serve. If you can just think about your ace, you'll ace yourself to victory.
Yes, yes, yes. Here we go again. Tennis fans, it's time for our Lakewood Ranch Tennis Package Giveaway Drawing, which includes 3 tennis clinics with Paul Lennerman's staff and a 1-hour private lesson with the Kotbs. Yes, I'm looking forward to a new national champ, and it could be you. Let's see who it's going to be. Steve Thomas. I can see a national champ in this guy. We will be in touch. Visit the Lakewood Ranch Information Center at 6220 University Parkway or 11506 Rangeland Parkway to register for our bi-weekly drawing. And here's our Play Sarasota Magazine tennis calendar. January 20th, the Play Sarasota Series at Longwood, boys and girls 16s and 18s with Travis Eckert. Also on January 20th, Celsius Winter Level 6, 10 and under Greenball Regional Qualifier at Bath and Racket with Robert Broden. January 27th, Bangor Level 7 Junior Tournament at Sarasota Sports Club with Sekou Bangora. Also on the 27th, Sets in the City at Lakewood Ranch. January 29th, West Coast Super Seniors.
If you pull a muscle or twist an ankle or damage a shoulder or elbow, it can put you out for weeks or more. You can't afford to miss that much time. Bruise, Strain, and Tear Repair is an herbal gel that absorbs through your skin to promote healing of tendons and ligaments and soft tissue damage. It relieves pain, improves flow to the region, and increases the rate at which reparative tissue is being made. It even works on old injuries and will keep the repair going as long as you keep applying it. No athlete should be without this stuff.
Birkins.com, your one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs. Log on to Birkins.com today and shop over 1,000 available new vehicles. Nissans, Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, Rams, and Mitsubishis. Plus, shop over 500 quality pre-owned vehicles. At Birkins.com, you can apply for financing, check out our latest specials, you can even schedule a service appointment, all from the comfort of your home. Why would you shop anywhere else?
GT Bray Park
Log on
with
now.
Scott Thornton. Tennis fans, great to have you with us on Inside Tennis with the Kotbs. We love our sponsors, and you will too. Stop by and see them. Until then, remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans, and we'll see you right here every Saturday, 12:30 on SNN.
Inside Tennis with the Kotbs has been brought to you by Birkins Automotive. Find it at Birkins. And by Lakewood Ranch, named the 4th best-selling community in America. And by Nature's Right, natural products that work.